Hello, today we're taking a look at Garmoth. I wanted to kind of just examine this new sort of like, I guess, what's the word here? Subscription plan for Garmoth. I subscribed for like the master plan because I wanted to actually take a look at like the top grinder thing. Like I wanted to look at like who's killing it in the game right now. So like I'm curious, I'm genuinely curious as to how this is actually going to kind of play out. So right now for console, the most relevant grind spot outside of Zachariah, which we will take a look at, I feel like this is the perfect like high to mid range. Like most classes can come here at 261. Depending on your class, you will pull slightly more or slightly less. It really just depends on your classes. So I'm intrigued to actually see who is the top puller, which apparently it is Warrior, huh? Really? Warrior is top Stars End? I don't know about that. And Berserker second? Really? I play Berserker and I don't like at max, I pull like 6.5 to 7. Like I'm not really sure if that's super high, but granted, you know, I'm like super high fucking AP, so I guess there's that. But back when I was about 270 Kudum, I was only pulling, yeah, about 5.6 to 6k trash when I was about 270 Kudum. So this is really interesting. I mean, the trash here says 5k and I'm technically pulling more on console. But then again, if we take a look here, the trash is on a blue loot scroll. Like this is blue loot scroll. So at 313 AP, 5.4k, that's basically what I pull on a yellow. Like what the fuck? Is there a way we can change the scrolls? Like, is there actually a way to change the scrolls? Like, how do you change the scrolls? Is there a way to see gold? I mean, even still, like 5.4k on a blue loot scroll, like I don't pull that on a blue. I pull that on a gold. On a blue, I pull like 4.4 to maybe 5k if I'm like sweating my nuts off with all buffs. And keep in mind, that is at 313 AP. And I was like, so for what? For 270 Kudum, where the fuck is 263? 274 is about, that's not the bracket. Oh, okay, right. 270. Okay, I'm confused. I'm so confused. At 313 AP, what? How is 313 pulling less than 270? That's Black Star. Okay, I see. Okay, so the 313 AP is with Kazarka, Dandy, and Kudum. The 270s with Black Star weapons. Okay, that could definitely raise your trash per hour because you're using Black Star mixed with Kudum. That's fair enough. Even still, though, it's kind of wild. I mean, like for 291, 5.6 with Kudum and a Black Star? Really? 5.6 on a blue? So is there like a way to actually like change this fucking scroll? Like, oh, okay, sicko mode. Boom, yellow loot scroll. Here we go, baby. Okay, let's see this. Why is it still blue? This is a blue loot scroll, you bitch. So the average for the yellow is 6.8, which is about what I pull. Like that's legitimately about what I pull for a yellow. Average for blue is 4.6, which is fair enough. That's about what I pull as well. I'm not really sure where they're getting 5 point, like that's kind of crazy. Like how the fuck are some of these people going almost up to like 7k on a blue? Like that's kind of interesting. Okay, so second page is yellow scroll, 7.62 with a Zarka and a, oh, that's not even Black Star weapons. Is that a Nuver? The fuck? Wait, what is that? I don't even know what that weapon is. I think that's like a Nuver or like some variation. I have no idea. Jin, oh my god, 283 with, is that a Kudum? What is that? I don't know what that weapon is. But either which way, that's still really high. 8.4, 8.8, 8.3. Oh y'all, this is pretty standard right here. This is pretty much where I'm at. Okay, well minus the 400 DP is like 360 something, but 280, 284. That's, I don't pull near 8.4k with this. Like 284 AP, I pull nowhere near this. See, and then 286 here. Look, this guy pulls almost 2,000 less than this. And this is more AP and he pulls less. And I know damn well the Black Star don't make that much of a difference. Like there's no way that a Black Star carries you by 2,000 trash. That's ridiculous. So interestingly enough, Warrior is kind of like insane. So let's see what Warrior pulls. So he's number one, 9k fucking yellow with 296. What's like the average? Like let me change the loot scroll back to blue. And then let's take a look here. Let's see the blue. Okay, so blue, 249. 37, that's actually still respectable. 3709, that's actually fairly respectable. 275 is pretty much like the standard for Awakening. 4800, okay, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, 249, 293, 293.61. What the fuck is the difference? I think some people just play their class cracked. Like, I think they just play cracked. The variations here are so insane. Like, 252 is 4.5k. Like, and then look at this, 283 Kudum is only 1,000, like 1,200 more. Like, there's no fucking way. Like, whoever's playing this warrior sucks dick. Like, that's just what it is. And the same can be said for me. But then again, I'm on console, so like, since damage is tied to FPS, we can't like go nearly as hard as PC can. So like, we're kind of capped at like 6k average, honestly. But some of these are so vastly different, and it, like, like, look at this, 290 AP, 3700, and then 290 AP again, 3609, 290 AP, 3601, and then 268 AP, and this dude's pulling 3384. None of this makes sense. Like, I get it. I get it. Like, for the average is like 4,600 for blue, and then for like the average trash here, literally 68. Yeah, I get it. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. So let's take a look at Zachariah. I'm curious to see what the classes are down. So I forgot. I don't have to click there anymore. Where's Zachariah? Bear in mind, boys, I still like I just got like this. I subscribed to Garma, so like I'm still learning this. Like, I literally did it every bit of 5 seconds ago. So just bear in mind here, I'm kind of like learning this, so maybe I get stuff wrong or anything. I'm just trying to understand and make a video about it realistically. What the fuck? Sage Awakening or Sage Suck is actually #1. Excuse me? Succession Sage, really? Is he really that good in Zachariah, for real? I guess he doesn't take much damage because he can, like, you know, fucking teleport around and shit. Look at that, 277 AP and he pulls 7567. Like, if you like see these numbers are more consistent with themselves. Like, this fucking animal, 15k an hour, you're trolling. There's no fucking way. I don't believe that. But some of these, like, most of these numbers are generally around 7.5 to 8k, some a little bit lower, like around 5 to 6, but that depends on the scroll. But these numbers are way more consistent than the others. Like, really, it really is. Let's check out Tamer. Oh my god, 291 Tamer is pulling 10k. What the fuck? 8k, 9k. See, and again, these numbers are super consistent. Like, it's between 7 to 10k. Like, there's not really. The numbers on Zachariah are way more consistent. Sage Awakening, 4k. Okay, so this is, what the fuck is going on here? 4k, 12k, 4k, 11k, 7k. Still, the numbers are rather consistent. Sage Awakening seems to pull more up there, to be honest, than Succession. Like, there's way more in like the 10ks versus like below, to be honest. I don't know how Sage beats this, to be honest. Like, I guess the hours are not nearly as high as Sage Awakening, so maybe that's why, perhaps. But I would say Sage Awakening seems to outperform Succession just by looking at this, to be honest. Lon, all right, let's see here. 278, 5,500. That's okay. 285, 8.7, 7.5, 5.7. These are pretty consistent. Yeah, once again, the inconsistencies fall down to 5k, but that's kind of like the outliers. This one being 4k, but that's a blue, so it's actually not bad. Let's go to the second page. Yeah, even they're still consistent here as well. So let's see, Berserker Succession, really 214 hours, 7.8, 6.2, 8.5. Well, even the Zerker numbers are rather consistent. I would think that Berserker Awakening would be a lot higher, but the hours are not nearly, like 130 hours compared to, you know, like 1,100. That's pretty massive. But even Awakening seems to do kind of okay. Maybe not, actually. Holy shit, this kind of sucks dick. What the fuck? Why does Succession outperform Awakening? What the hell? And this isn't even like the highest here is like Pen Black Star, like 6.4 with Pen Black Stars and a Pen Kudum. Kind of ridiculous how it's only 6.4. That's pretty nutty. Versus what's the highest that I saw? Berserker 10k, and that's with a Tet Black Star, Pen Dandy, and Tet Kudum. 275 AP in Succession. Excuse me? Did I fucking stroke out? Is that for real? I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. I really don't. Okay, let's take a look at some lower grind spots. Let's take a look at Akman, who's killing it in the game right now. God fucking damn it, I keep pressing the damn button. Okay, so Akman, let's see here. Mystic Awakening? What the hell is happening? 18.5k? Who the fuck is pulling 18.5? I mean, these numbers seem okay-ish. I'm okay, like here's the thing. Here's the thing that bothers me about this. I am fucking 305 AP, and the max trash I can pull in Akman is like 15 to 16k in Akman. Mystic at 259 AP is literally pulling like 11k. Like the thing about Akman, you have to understand, the higher AP you go, the harder it is to grind there, because you will overclear the spot. So like I can't push it any farther than like 14 to 15k, because I will overclear. So I have to like grind at a slower pace, or else like I will literally overclear the entire fucking mob pack and I'll be standing around. But the fact that Mystic is pulling 11k at 259 AP, that's kind of wild to me. And what's interesting is that I've heard that Lon is pulling like these numbers at like 245, like realistically. Where is Lon? I'm curious. What is the Lon? 300 hours of Lon. So yeah, these numbers seem about right as to why this is like Mystic shouldn't be this high. Like Lon definitely stomps Mystic 100%. I mean, granted, at lower AP, it's like, see, Lon pushes it to like 14k. That's about what I push like when I go to Akman. It's like I really can't get any higher than this due to overclear problems. Like it's physically not it's like not possible. But even still, like look at this: 259, 1200, 273, 1100, 13 with 259, 259 again, 14.5, 1700. I don't know if I believe this. I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't know how you would do this, because getting that high without overclearing is kind of insane. Like I don't know what room you would be doing that is allowing you to push that high, to be fair. Okay, let's take a look at let's go back here and see Sulfur mines. Who's killing it in no. This is big cap. This is cap. Whoever did this is cap. Like this is already inaccurate. There's no fucking way. Dark Knight, let's see, 9.8 on a yellow. That's fine. I mean, this is about what I expect on a DK. Yeah, I can see that. Berserker Succession, yeah, 10.3. That's about 248 AP though. Man, y'all need to step it up. What the fuck? Who the fuck are y'all? Who is here at like what the 273 AP, 274? Listen, if my man is at 248 out grinding y'all, y'all need to stop. To be fair, at 248 AP, that's about what I pull at like 300. But again, the same problem arises where you overclear and you just like the room is just not big enough. 10.3 to like 11k is like what you can pull before you start running into issues. Musa, 26 hours. Let's see, 8k, 9k. 14k. I don't know about that. Maybe 14k is possible. Valkyrie, I don't imagine Valkyrie does well here. Like maybe in Succession. Is this? Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, in Succession, I could see it. Berserker Awakening, 10.5. Yeah, that's about what I pulled. Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, I was expecting, I expected Witch to be way up there, because Witch has like just easy grind in Sulfur. Like I literally watched a video of a Witch just sauce up all of Sulfur mines. Like it was super easy. Like just a yellow loot scroll and they pulled like 10k easy, like no problem. So how anybody is pulling less than 10k is kind of interesting. And she didn't really have that much AP either, so some of y'all are slacking, not gonna lie. Let's look at one more spot. I kind of want to check, let's see here. Where's the other spot? I was looking for, I already did Zachariah, did Starzan, did Akman. Oh, Basham's. I was curious about Basham's, because Basham's is really hard to grind because it's too open. Like you have to like do a lot of running, and as you can see, like not a lot of people grind it, which is, you know, understandable. Mystics being like probably the most consistent grinds here, but yeah, that makes sense. I'm not surprised. I'm like one of the few people that actually give a shit about grinding Bashams. Real talk. We'll look at history real quick. So Succession Witch, yeah, that's about accurate. Yeah. That's fair. Tamer Awakened. I don't really see Tamers. I mean, maybe on PC they're prevalent, but like on console they just don't exist. So these numbers, that's actually not bad if they're really the number 2. I mean, 42 hours, it's kind of, you know, hearsay, but that's not bad. Ninja Awakening in history? Really? Does Ninja do well in history? I mean, 7.6, 8.8k? It's not bad. The highest, what's the highest one here? It was like 8k. That's with Tet Blackstar, Pen Dandy, and Nuver, or whatever that's supposed to be. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, most of these are with, you know, Black Star weapons, and like look at these, like these are all like Black Star right here, like 10 Black Stars across the board. So it makes sense that they're pulling higher trash when you factor in 2 Black Star weapons, because on console right now we only have 1 Black Star. So we can't, you know, push trash loot this high because we're missing the black star. So if in fact it does increase the trash per hour by having 2 black stars due to mob damage, this does make sense why we're pulling so little, because these numbers in comparison to console, these don't match up. I've never really seen a console player pull 8k trash, like, at all. Like, if they do, I genuinely don't believe it until I see it. Like, I have to see a video. So, like, as a reference point, this is my boy LordX, who's an EU partnered content creator. This is the only person that I really ever see that's kind of pushing their trash loot to the limit. Like, this guy's 288 Kudum, which is about where I'm at realistically, just from this standpoint. So if we go towards the end, like, he's pulling 7.1k trash, and his clear speed is pretty solid for a ninja. Like, I wouldn't expect ninja to do too well here, but then again, I've never played, but he's playing Succession too. So if we take a look here, I mean, the clear speed is actually not too bad. Like, he's just pretty much like, what, maybe 20 seconds and the mob's dead. I feel like Guardian clears better, really, I do. Oddly enough, when we watch, like, both, like, me and LordX grind, like, next to each other, like, this is, like, from my video history, like, our grind speed is relatively, like, similar. Like, it's not really any more complicated or any longer, realistically. It's about 20-25 seconds before, like, every mob is done. Like, if we look right here, like, this pack right here, like, all I do is just devastation and then the fucking seismic and then slugfest and the mob's dead. Like, we could even argue that probably my grind is actually a little bit faster than his, to be honest. And then even on, like, the bigger packs too, like this with the Elton, like, it's the same. Like, look at this, my slugfest just instantly, like, fucking almost destroys the mob, and the Elton too is almost like mob dead, easy. And if we go, let's see if we can try and find the same mob that he's at. No, it's not there. It's like a little bit further ahead. So, like, the bigger mob where he was at was, like, kind of like right here. Like, this is probably the big mob for me. So, like, we pull this, and then, like, look at this. I'm just gonna devastation, and then slugfest, and then I'm just gonna, like, look at this. Mob's dead. Like, between me and LordX, our grind speeds are relatively similar. If not, I'm slightly faster, just because I think I have more AP than him. But, yeah, I mean, realistically, like, the grind speeds is relatively similar, and it's fast. It's fast. And the max that me and LordX can pull is, like, 7.1k. And even for me, during this video, my trash pull nowhere near what LordX is pulling. Like, look at this, 6k trash, 6k. He's pulling literally 1100 more than me. So even for him, like, he's on an advanced loot scroll as well. Like, he's literally running a yellow, and he pulled like 1100 more trash than me. So despite me even being, like, remotely faster, which it seems, because, like, I'm watching this, like, this is taking him a minute. Like, I'm literally, like, insta killing the mobs just by, like, 3 abilities. So I feel like I'm slightly faster, it looks like. But if we take a look here, he pulled 71k, or 7.1k. He pulled more. He genuinely pulled more. So, I mean, like, if we're just looking at the, like, grind per hour, like, Histria, like, Ninja 7.1k, that seems to be on par with about, like, what you know, that's what he pulls. For Berserker Awakening, 7.3k, I did not pull that. Like, and I'm higher AP than all, like, 289 is where I'm at, like, basically. So, and that's, like, with Kudum. So, you know, like, that's basically where I'm at, or at least I'm like 289, 285, something around that. 294 AP, like, with Kudum. Like, this dude's pulling 6.3. Like, this doesn't make sense because this guy's 289, he pulls 3.6. This guy sucks dick. This guy's 277, 5.5k. 277, 6.4. Like, the inconsistency of the Berserker Awakening is weird. So I will say this feature is very neat and I like it, but there's a lot of inconsistencies right now and it needs a little bit more time. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and learned a little something. If you guys subscribe to Garmoth, I'm not paid or anything by them or whatever. I subscribe myself. I paid my money. You guys can go ahead and subscribe and you can get access to the features and stuff that are coming out soon. Honestly, it's kind of opened my eyes a little bit and kind of given me a perspective as to, you know, how PC grinds versus console. Very different, very, very different. But yeah, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.